So Allah Rakha was eating away with the leaves and he was sitting on the hill. At dusk, he paid homage to the footprints of the Panchmai Peer on the hilltop. He left some food there and started beating his thali. According to the custom here, in a few minutes, Jackal materialized and gobbled up the food. This was auspicious. If they had not turned up, he would have cancelled the journey. A lamp was lighted at Peer's honor every night on the hilltop, and the flame would be seen on all the way from Khavda. Now, this is a myth or a true story. It's all about religion. He is Najab Hussain, and he's on that hilltop at Kaladunga, and it says that there was a Panchmai Peer. Peer is a holy person, a seer or a hermit who used to stay there, but he's not here now. But people, whoever go there, they pay homage, they bow down, they pay homage, touch the footprints, and they fold their hands and pay homage to him, and they leave food there also, and they start beating their thali on which they give the food, and the jackals come and eat the food. If the jackals don't come and eat the food, then there is some problem. That means the peer is not happy, and if the jackals eats, whatever work you are going to do is going to be successful and you will come back for sure. So auspicious is that something is very successful in future. Whenever we want to go to do something, whenever you are going for an exam, your mother puts you tika, she gives you prasad, she does a puja for you, she does her prayers, you also pray, and sometimes you don't study, mother gives the tika and all, everything happy, you are very great. You think, oh, mommy has given me the tika and the prasad, I'll pass without study. That is not possible. So mother prays for you, the father prays for you, you go to the temple, mother prays for everyone's happiness, you put up prasad to God, and so that's like that only here also. He's gone to the holy place and we ask for something good from God, that I'm going for a good work, I'm going to bring this girl back from there, I hope this is okay with you. And so if the jackals didn't come, that means he had to cancel his trip. That means if he goes, either he'll die or something will happen on the way. Problems do happen in life, but when God gives you the chance to go and he says, okay, there will be troubles, there will be problems, you have to overcome them. So everything doesn't come in a very easy way in life. So if they had not turned up, he would have cancelled the journey. Fine. A lamp was lighted in Peer's honor every night on the hilltop, and the flame could be seen on all the way from Khavda. Now, someday or other, someone used to go and light a candle or a light or a lamp or a diya that at Peer's honor every night, and people could see it from Khavda. That's quite far away from that border area, and people could see it. Over 100 years earlier, the Panchmai Peer had trudged the salt wastes, serving the people, accompanied, as legend had it, by a jackal. Reclusive by habit, he used to retire to thorn jungles, where apart from his vulpine companions, none else dared to disturb his nocturnal trysts. The custom of feeding the jackals has lingered since then. So he used to be there, he used to go around that place. He has trudged, he has walked along that place 100 years ago. They think, serving the people, helping the people out, accompanied, as a legend had it, by a jackal, reclusive. He used to go around with a jackal, and he used to stay alone. He used to not, reclusive is he used to be alone, he used to not mix with anybody, he used to avoid other people. By habit, he used to retire to the thorn jungles, were apart from his vulpine. Vulpine is like a fox. He used to go inside. He used to not come out. Only in the nights or during the time he used to see it's feasible to come out, he used to come out. He used to act like a fox, jackal type of thing. Companions none else dared to disturb his nocturnal trysts. His secret meeting. He used to come out quietly, talk to people, help them, and again go inside his own area. Whatever is to be done, he used to do and go back. That is what the custom of feeding jackals has lingered since then. That means if they feed the jackal, that means Panch Mai Peer is happy. And he's the jackal. He used to go around like a jackal. Najab bowed before the flame and set out. Najab bowed down next to the flame, bowed down before the flame and set out. Don't we go to the temple, we bow down. I go to church, I bow down my head. So that is to pay respect to that person. So he set out on his journey. Before you come for your exams to school, you touch your mom's feet, isn't it? Okay, I'm going, she blesses you. Sukhi raho, khush raho, badmashi karo, aur karo, ghar aur, come back home, I'll give you solid. Isn't it? So Najab bowed before the flame and set out. He left behind the camel thorn shrubs and the area once famous for its savannas. Once it was covered with grass at some time. Savanna is a desert, the grass desert, where you get the savanna grasslands. You will see in geography. Once it was like the savanna stunted grass. There was grass once upon a time, but now there is just plain. But now sere and brown as the desert. Got dry, withered, everything has become desert. There's nothing, no water. 3 years, no water. He had left behind all human habitation, Quran being the last village. Everything is left. Border areas, what happened? There is a place when there is no more houses. I had been to Bangladesh recently before coming to Bihar, and there is a no man's land. It's neither Bangladesh's land nor India's land. So that part is, there are no houses, no telephone. You enter that area, your mobile signal goes off. Again, you cross that area, again your mobile signal comes into Bangladesh. Then you are in an international area. It's so weird. It's so magical, I'm with this Indian phone, with the Indian SIM card, with Jio, and I'm crossing. And as I go to that place, my signal goes off. And when I go into that, I have to switch off my phone and put it on again. And I see that I'm in an international area, my phone is not working. And just few meters, and you go out of it. So that's what it is all about, the border areas. And there is no houses close by, far away from the borders, only military people. Indian force this side and the Bangladesh force that side. So it's quite like that. And the Pakistan, huge desert, salt desert, no one there. You are alone. No one can see. If you see the border movies or the army movies with the borders of Gujarat side, you will see that salt deserts, how desert and desert, there's nobody there, only camels, and the border security forces going on camels. So he had left behind human habitation. Human habitation means houses, people. There was no more life there, only sand. Quran was the last village. For next 3 days he would not be seeing any bhungas, those one room mud houses. He won't be seeing anything anymore. For 3 days he has to walk with his Allah Rakha camel. For the next 3 days he would not be seeing any bhungas, those one room mud houses circular at the base, but tapering into conical thatched roofs at the top. Now only the sandscapes stretched out before him, mile upon mile, water splashed in chagals. With the name of the Peer on his lips, Najab set forth. So the end of the story is told at the beginning, that when Fatima comes in with the rains, and how he is going to get Fatima, they go and tell him. But I have given you the full story already in the last class. What was the actual story, how it happened. So next 3 days he won't be saying his bhungas, those one room mud houses with a circle at the bottom area at the base, and it's cone shaped, and it is there. Now he's only seeing sandscapes. If we see hillscapes, only hills and hills, green, and this is sand, only hill, sand, hill, sand, hill. He'll be seeing for 3 days. So he took the name of Pir Panchmai, and he started walking, and started with his camel, and the water splashing in his chagals. It's the goat skin water they take. They don't have water bottles, and goat skin or any other animal skin, they take water, and that water was shaking, and he trudged along with the name of Pir on his lips. Najab Hussain went forth to get his love back with him to India from Pakistan. This is the love story all about K.N. Daruwala. Please read thoroughly, go through the word meanings, learn them properly, because I might be asking, I don't know if I'll be taking your class or not, but I might be asking you after school opens, and no, even if school does not open right now, so you must learn all these are mandatory. Your English vocabulary will become more better. Go through the fill in the blanks and all, and question answers and all. You don't have to worry. Attempt, read it, write it in your rough copy. When I give you the final ones, you can compare with it and check it out. Okay. So till then, take care of yourself. Happy Teachers Day, and bless you. God bless you, and take care of your parents, and love them and respect them, and they are your best teachers. So before you wishing any other teacher, you should wish your parents Happy Teachers Day, and wish all the non-academic teachers as well. Non-academic teachers are like, if you learn something from somebody except from a school teacher, is also a non-academic teacher, and if you teach someone anything also, you also become a teacher. So it's vice versa. So you just do that, remember, and do that. So anyways, take care, bye bye, see you soon. I'll be seeing you tomorrow. Today is Thursday, today is the 26th, I guess, 27th, and I'll be seeing you tomorrow again. So bye bye.